Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America and all ships at sea. This is your captain, Mean Gene. The following will be a test of the ship's whistle, the sonar alarm, the cable alarm, the abandoned ship alarm. So that is all I know.
All right. Thank you, Mean Gene, for that wonderful intro to number 26, you said?
That's right.
I think you're counting by twos.
It's been 26 episodes, half a year now. Broadcasting live from Peach Time Out. We thank you all for joining us. We have an action-packed show, and the beach is beautiful today.
The beach is packed. It is really come to life down here. All the businesses are picking up with breakfast, so you should come on down. Hurry up and get down here. There's still plenty of parking. Couple seats available. We'll hold one for you if you like.
That's right. Come on down to Peach Time Out. We're wearing our special glasses from Karen's.
Do you like these? Pink or blue? Pink or blue?
Lots of colors going on there.
Yeah, Karen was saying that you should use them for a baby reveal party. Pink or blue? Pink or blue? It's a good idea.
Very nice.
You have high definition night wearing glasses.
These are high. I don't think I've ever heard of high definition
glasses.
High definition.
They're for wearing at night. You know, as we get older, it's harder to see at night. So there you go.
Very nice. We have lots to talk about today. We have a lot of guests coming up. We have a lot of news to tell you about. We have more shows coming up. We want to also tell you that you can now text Beach Talk Radio to 31996 and never miss another show because you'll get a text when a new show is ready. All you need to do is text Beach Talk Radio, no spaces, to 31996. We're broadcasting live on the Facebook. We're broadcasting live on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, on our own app. I need to give a shout out to Jack from Costa Rica.
Jack from Costa Rica.
Jack stopped by earlier today to say hi and downloaded the app on his iPhone, and he's listening to the show now on his iPhone.
I need to get with him too.
Jack from Costa Rica.
I want to go to Costa Rica.
I never would have guessed he was from Costa Rica. He looked like he was from New Jersey to me.
Well, that's why you never judge a book by its cover.
So I have one question to ask you that I want you to answer later on in the show in the radio world.
So you're going to give me
teaser
time to think about it?
Yes. Okay. Last night you said, I'm going to put on my big eyelashes and move to Alaska. I had no idea what that meant, but you'll need to explain that later. Thank you very much.
All right.
Our first guest, Dominic Earhart from the Bay Oaks Community Center. Dominic, big hand for Dominic. He's got many fans out there.
Thank you.
Very nice. Dominic is going to talk to us about the fireworks and also about the birthday celebration. Lots of stuff going on down here at the beach. Dominic, thank you very much for coming on. I don't mean to not shake your hand.
No
I just mean to let you know that the microphone goes nice and close. Gotcha. How are you? So tell us who Dominic is.
My name is Dominic Earhart. I'm a coordinator at Bay Oaks Recreation Center. Oversee a lot of operations at the rec center. Athletics, work with the youth, the kids, a wide diversity of our programs and functions down there. So
now you work with the youth. You look like you're kind of young yourself. I mean, what are you, 20?
About 21.
Nice. 21, so that's a great job at that age.
For 5 years.
You went to FGCU, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm finishing up in the coming year.
Did some research on you.
Yeah, did you?
Not stalking you or anything, but I made sure I got my research in to make sure that this show doesn't come to a screeching halt. It's an inside joke there, but some of the people out there will get it. So what do you do at Bay Oaks?
At Bay Oaks, I mean, I work with every kind of sphere. I program all of our athletic leagues, work with our staff, oversee our operations, all of our building, our maintenance, our grounds work.
Wow.
Everything like that. I work closely with Sean, Sarah, Danielle, all of our coordinating staff, with our pool staff. Just a wide range of things.
What do you
projects?
What do you want people to know about Bay Oaks that they might not? I didn't even know it existed. I don't live on the beach, but I didn't even know it existed.
Right. Yeah, I want everybody to know we have a great community center at 2731 Oak Street, a great pool at 2600 Oak Street with an abundance of programs for everybody. Youth, adults, senior citizens, and all kinds of great events, including this upcoming New Year's event.
Now, for residents, is there a special rate for? It's not free, right? But it's relatively inexpensive.
Well, no, that's the thing. If you own property, you're a resident of Estero Island, which is within the town, boundaries there. Your membership for Bay Oaks is at no cost.
Okay.
So, and if you get that membership at no cost at Bay Oaks, then it opens the door for a lower cost membership at the pool.
Cool.
So
You said something about leagues too. Talk about the leagues.
leagues, we have a great amount of leagues. We just finished up our softball league. We're transitioning now into our youth flag football, which will be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights through February. Had some mini camps with great turnout this past month. We're about to be advertising an upcoming basketball league.
Nice.
So that'll be great. That's for 16 and up. And we'll rerun some softball and get into some kickball and dodgeball this year.
What are
So
the ages for the softball?
softball is 18 and up.
They have like a seniors league too.
Yeah, so Tuesday and Thursday mornings, it's open senior softball.
No
at
kidding.
Bay Oaks, yeah.
What time is the
It tends to be from 10 to about noon. Yep, and great turnout. It's open, so that
people just show up. You
people
put them
show
on
up
a
and they
team.
play,
Very
they sign
nice.
up. It's like a drop-in sort of thing.
When does that start?
It's been ongoing.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, now that season's picking up, we have a lot more participation. So.
I used to ref flag football. I used to run a league in Gateway.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many teams do you have for flag football?
For flag football, we do an individual sign-up. So we don't organize them into teams. We do the individual sign-up, and then it's age groups. So we have 5 to 8 year olds, 9 to 12,
Cool.
2 different days, and then we split them up into their teams the day of the game.
Wow, you have
So,
lots of responsibility there. A lot going on.
yeah, it's a great job, great place,
Yeah.
and a great resource for the community.
And do you live on the beach yet?
I don't live on the beach
It's
yet.
we'll work up to that,
that's
right?
that's one of the goals I'll strive to accomplish.
So, what's going on here for New Year's? Tell us about that.
New Year's, we have a few things going on. So from noon, starting at noon here at Times Square, we'll have the cupcake giveaway.
Monday,
Monday,
Okay.
New Year's Eve. Yep, it starts at noon.
cupcake giveaway. What's that about?
So the town birthday, I guess it's a tradition. It's a tradition here on Island. We have about 500 cupcakes to be donated this year. Between Publix and Truly Scrumptious, they helped us with the donations. So 500 cupcakes, chocolate, vanilla. They're free. Just stop by and get your great cupcake.
Where do they give them away? Right
Yep,
here
it's
by the
just gonna
tree.
be right down here at Times Square next to the tree.
Did you hear about the tree?
Oh, what about
Somebody lit it on fire the other night. Kids lit it on fire. Did you know
Really?
that? No joke.
it? Really? That's terrible.
Yeah. Well, I
It's a
shouldn't
nice
even say
tree.
it's kids. I have no idea. But
Oh.
they replaced. They have a poinsettia tree for Christmas down here on one of the palm trees, and somebody lit it on fire the other night. Guess you didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Well, they
That's
replaced a
okay.
bunch of them. So anyway, back to the
looks great.
cupcakes. So they're giving away the cupcakes right here in Times Square.
Yeah.
So it's like first come, first serve.
Yeah.
One cupcake per kid.
Yep.
Right.
We'll have-
Don't come back asking for more, or can you have seconds? I mean.
Well, maybe you get the chocolate and you want a vanilla.
okay, gotcha,
You know,
gotcha.
who knows?
So
But-
after the cupcake giveaway, what are we doing?
So after the cupcake giveaway, if you want to visit us at 2600 Oak Street, over there at the Fort Myers Beach Pool, we have our float into the New Year relay event. It's from 1 o'clock to 3:30. It's open. It's open to everybody. There is a fee to participate. It is an event. For members, it's $2 for children, $4 for adults. For non-members of Bay Oaks, it's $7 for adults, $5 for children.
Okay, so what is the relay? What are you doing?
So it's just going to be a relay race event. So if there's 2 categories, 2 groups of people to participate, 16 and up or 15 and under. You form a team of 4 people, and then you do a relay race. Just the classic. You swim down the line, swim back, tag your teammate.
Oh, it's in the pool.
Oh, it's in the
Oh,
pool.
I thought it was a
yeah.
running race. It's in
No,
the pool.
It's gonna be in
Okay.
the pool.
Whoa.
It's our first
out of
relay
that then.
event,
Yeah.
like this for New Year's. So it'll be great, and we're gonna have a photo booth, some music, and
Cool.
it'll be a great event.
Like a
Yeah.
little fair down there. Now, what time does that start?
1 o'clock.
And it goes until 3:30. You
3:30.
said. Okay,
Yep.
then what?
After that, I guess come down to the square, kind of, enjoy your New Year's Eve. And then the evening time, of course, there's the fireworks. And as far as our Parks and Rec, we'll be just securing that perimeter line for the firework display. And that's what
Did
we
you
have
know
going on.
that Fort Myers Beach is older than you?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
23. It's 23 years this year, right?
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say Fort Myers Beach is way older than that, but I think it's
The
since
actual
it's
town
become
itself.
23 a year. So they're having a birthday celebration,
Mhm.
23rd birthday, and the fireworks is what time do you think it'll go off?
It'll be at midnight.
Midnight.
Right,
It goes off at midnight. They
Yeah.
don't do it right at dark.
Right.
It goes right off at
Yeah,
midnight.
and
I didn't know that.
we also have that ball drop as well. The ball drop will be down
Oh,
here this-
okay. Yeah,
that
right
evening as
behind
well.
us, or
Yeah.
actually behind the camera. You can't see it where the tree, half-burnt tree is. They have this pole where they put it with it's like an imitation kind of New York City ball, right? Where
Yeah.
they'll put 2019 on it and they'll drop it and then candy falls out of the bottom or something, right? Or cupcakes, whatever the leftover cupcakes are.
Sure, we can say that now.
I don't think anything falls out of it. So that's right. That's pretty cool. So that happens around midnight. The fireworks are at midnight. Now, what people probably should be aware of is the parking and the bridge will be closed at some point.
Yeah.
I saw the sign today. They have the sign up on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah, I believe the bridge closes at, is it 11:45?
Yeah, until 1:30 in the morning. So you once you come over, maybe park on the free side so you can walk back over, right?
Right.
And it's going to be huge. I mean, it's get down here early.
Yeah. I've been here for about 5 years. Came to the New Year's event. It's a great time.
Awesome. So you got the cupcakes, you got the relay race. Anything else going on down there during the day?
No, that's it for Bay Oaks and the pool.
Okay.
Right,
Anything else you want people to know about Bay Oaks?
Just stop in, check us out on Facebook. We're on Facebook, Bay Oaks
Okay.
Recreation Center. You can always visit the town website. It's fmbgov.com. Visit the departments and go on to Parks and Rec and get all of our updates, our newsletter, everything.
Now, it's hard to see from Estero Boulevard, right? When you're driving down Estero Boulevard, what should you look for? Because you can't really see it from the road. I know you're getting a new entrance at some point.
Yeah.
In the back, right?
Right. If you're traveling south on Estero,
Yeah.
and you get right past the old tops, you'll see our sign located on Estero. It says Bay Oaks Recreation
Right before you
Center
make the
with
turn,
town.
then it's on the left side.
Right, and the colors that the town sign's on, the town hall sign, same color sign. It's there. It says it, and you just turn on the school street. Then you'll see another nice sign, and you'll kind of go to your left, and you'll see our athletic fields and kind of that great entry into the Parks and Rec.
Baseball fields in the back. They have all kinds of
Freshly resurfaced basketball court out back.
kidding.
Yeah, brand new resurfaced with new goals. It's great. We have 8 indoor pickleball courts now.
pickleball.
Pickleball.
I still don't know what pickleball is, but I understand it's pretty popular.
It's very
Is it just
popular.
like an older person game, or is
Oh, it's for
everybody love it
everybody.
now? It is.
It's for everybody.
So how do you play pickleball?
Pickleball, well, I guess if you want to come to Bay Oaks and play pickleball, which
All
I
right,
highly
tell us how you
recommend.
play.
It's basically a low net. It's kind of like a wiffle ball looking thing.
Okay.
A little harder.
When you
and
say low net, how high is it?
it's about 2 feet, 2.5 feet.
And what kind of racket are you using?
You have like a wooden or sort of like a plastic racket. We
Like
provide
ping
wooden.
pong.
Oh no, they're about this big, this
Yeah.
wide.
Can't see that on the radio, but
Okay. Yeah. So all right, let's say 10 inches tall and
Okay.
8 inches wide. Something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Um,
And so is it 1-on-1 or 2-on-2,
You
or
can play doubles. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's primarily doubles at Bay Oaks.
does it get competitive?
Oh, sure. It depends if you have a competitive spirit, right? But it's a fun activity, and everybody's more than welcome to come play.
Have you ever had to throw anybody out of Bay Oaks because the pickleball thing got too competitive and they started throwing down? Nothing like that?
Nope, nothing like
ever
that.
happens
We
like
have
that on
great
this
people
beach.
that come in and participate in pickleball. Very competitive.
You're on the pickleball ban list, sir. Never happened, huh?
No,
So you have pickleball leagues?
we don't have pickleball leagues.
Okay.
We've talked about pickleball tournaments, but right now we have it Monday through Saturday from 10:30 to 1:30 inside.
Is there one person that really is like the pickleball star down here on the beach that you can single out?
Oh man.
Nobody
No,
comes to mind?
No, nobody comes to mind. There's a lot of great players down there though, and everybody else that comes in, everybody's great. That's just
So what are your goals here? What do you want to do with your young life?
Well, I'm very interested in local government.
Oh, really?
I love the town.
Well, you have until January 14th or so to throw your hat in the ring.
No,
Now that'd be something. Some new ideas, some young ideas. What are some of your ideas?
Some of my ideas. Just
Well, you're gonna have to come up with ideas if you're gonna run for government.
Oh, for governor.
For government.
Government. Okay. Well,
Did you see what happened to the sign last week
I
with
did
the
not see
bird?
what happened to the sign last
Okay,
week.
you have to get on the Facebook and see what happened to
Yeah.
the sign. It was
So I will
hilarious.
say short-term goals is definitely, and long-term, is just to make sure that our citizens on Estero Island are aware of our Parks and Recreation Department, all the great things that we offer at Bay Oaks and the pool, and really just to kind of connect to us. Check us out online or just come visit us, and we have a great staff that can help everybody.
When you
out.
run for office, would you like it to be here on the beach or where you live?
Well, I don't live on the beach
I
now,
know.
so I don't believe I'm eligible.
Right. Well,
but I do work for the town, and it's a great
so
municipality
you didn't
to work
answer my
for.
question. So really, you're getting really good at being a politician. Do you think you'll run for like the HOA first to work your way up? Who wants to be on the HOA? They're like Nazis. Are you
your
taking
research.
political science?
I'm taking legal
classes?
studies and minoring in political science.
Nice.
Taking a lot of political science.
Are you a
courses,
Democrat or Republican or independent?
Let's just say I'm open to all kinds of great ideas. You know.
I don't know what that means, but cool. All right, you got to ride the fence at the beginning, right? What do you think about the government shutdown?
The government shut. Are we
still
going to
operating.
a personal Dominic interview? Are we sticking with the New Year's Eve?
Yeah. So New Year's Eve, we're gonna have cupcakes. Are you making any cupcakes or?
We're not. They're all donated.
You don't look like eat cupcakes either. You're gonna have one that night.
I can enjoy some cupcakes, but I'm gonna save some for everybody.
Do you obviously use Bay Oaks to work out because you're physically fit?
Yeah, it's we have a great fitness center.
Yeah.
Brand new cardio equipment.
I saw they were asking for some questions, like survey questions about the fitness center online.
Yeah.
So you got some new equipment there?
Yeah, we have 3 new treadmills, 2 new ellipticals, and a
Nice.
new recumbent bike. And then all of our strength circuit machines were refurbished.
Nice, very nice.
So,
You got everything there.
All kinds of stuff. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, we want to thank you for coming out and wish you the best of luck in your studies at FGCU and your future. And I appreciate you putting up with my baloney and
Yeah. Thanks
coming
for
on.
having me out.
Appreciate
This
it
is
very
great.
much.
I hope I
Big
see you at
hand
Bay
for Dominic, everybody. He works at Bay Oaks. He's a super good guy, and he put up with my crap. And he's 21 years old. 21, right?
No way.
He's 21 years old. He's
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Very nice. And
Wow.
he kept his
That's
composure.
the same as Jilly.
He kept his composure when I was asking him about politics. He wants to run for office. So, and
Down
when I
here?
asked him a question, he kind of danced around the answer. So he's pretty
perfect.
good. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's
perfect.
just like, well, I'll leave that out. No politics today, everybody. No politics. So
no,
listen.
look, I
What?
get,
That's
somebody
right.
gave me another pair of
Wait.
sunglasses.
We have a pair of sunglasses. I have a pair of sunglasses. You have a pair of sunglasses. There's a couple that we know here, regulars, that come to the beach early and they clean up. They pick things up. They found obviously garbage. They found needles. They found guns. They found sunglasses. So for the last 2 weekends, they've given us sunglasses. Now these are Karen's sunglasses. They're high definition. That's where you got those. They're like movie star sunglasses.
They
they're
are
from
Ginny
Hollywood.
Azizi
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
sunglasses.
And I forgot what I was going to say now.
I don't know, but you caught me on the way back from the restroom, and
Yeah?
so now I need my regular glasses and my notes so I can interview the
That's
polar
all
bear
right. I
kids.
have plenty to read, so you can go ahead and get your
Okay.
sunglasses. Bill Schmidt and Ed Herbert are coming up, and they are from the Fort Myers Beach Polar Bear Club, and they are going to talk about the event, which is coming up on January 1st, where they're going to jump in the cold water, and they're going to raise money for Steve Miller. And Steve is, I have this right? We got it all correct. Steve is going through some chemotherapy, and he's had some surgery, so they're raising money for Steve. They're going to talk about it's the 14th annual Polar Bear Dip, which is coming up, and they're going to talk about that. But
Yeah,
what I
they're
also
here.
wanted to talk about, dear, was our new shows, our bonus shows, which are coming up starting on Friday.
That's your show.
Every Friday, I'm going to do a very news-specific show, okay? And they're bonus shows, so there's gonna be some,
Here it comes.
yeah, there's going to be a little caveat to that. But I want to tell you that the first bonus show on Friday, the topic is going to be Estero Boulevard, the construction on Estero Boulevard. Project manager Darren Brown and marketing and PR manager Molly Scott are going to be on, and they're from the
Whoa.
Christel Construction. I know you
That
interrupted
bike
me,
is-
but you're
no,
not
no, the
allowed
bike
to
is
ride
too
your bike
fast.
through Times
But
Square.
he's not riding a bike.
I know
That's
he's got a
power
motorized bike, but you're not even supposed to be riding a bike through
I
Times
should
Square.
say nothing about
They need
bike
better.
riders.
Yeah, that's right. You're actually, ladies and gentlemen, she's down to a cane. She's supposed to be walking with a cane,
I'm not doing it.
and she showed up today with no cane, which she
I
was
just
just
will
walking
limp
here.
along.
The doctor said you're allowed to walk with a cane and ride a recumbent bike soon. So what she did, she went swimming. She was on the recumbent bike yesterday, and she's walking without a cane, so she doesn't follow instructions. But anyway, the first bonus show will start Friday at 9 o'clock, and they'll be released every Friday at 9 o'clock. And they're going to be audio only. It's not going to be on the Facebook. It's going to be audio only. So you better get the app, or you better have your Apple app. And that's the only way you can listen. But we're really going to get into the road construction. And then the second show will be Cecil Pendergrass from
You doing too?
the county on the 11th. And
Oh.
Cecil's going to talk about the bridge, which they're going to get a new 60-foot bridge on the south side,
On the south end?
the south end, which
That
Ray is not
seems
happy
big.
about because he won't be able to fish anymore. And so that's the next two shows, and we're definitely going to be talking about the water quality. That's going to be a major issue as always. So that's going to be coming up on every Friday, but
Quite
you have to be
informative.
a Patreon member. So go on the Facebook page or go on our website, beachtalkradio.com.
That's the
and
only way.
become a supporter, $5 a month. Sorry, $5 a month. And we think it's worth it because it's going to be great information there. So thank you very much for all that. And that will be coming up starting this Friday. And we're going to work our butts off to make sure you get more information than ever before, because we're going to be like the NPR of Fort Myers Beach. Because there's not any long form radio or TV news. It's always in clips and small
Get that out of my
snippets
face.
and sound bites. And so we're going to make them long interviews, long,
All right.
painful
You are
interviews.
on that.
That's right. I'm on that. Every Friday morning at 9, the new shows will be released. So thank you very much for all that. And right now we're going to introduce our second guest. They're going to come on over.
You're
Bill
going
and
to have to do some
I know you're going to
rearranging
sit here. Bill and Ed are coming up from the Fort Myers Beach Polar Bear Club. And
Yes,
so you guys
and they
are
are
going to have a
wearing
seat right over
the
here.
appropriate shirts.
Kim's going to move
All
over,
right,
and they're going
I'm
to talk
gonna
about
move over.
the
We're going to
polar
talk
bear
about
dip
the polar
they
bear
have coming up.
plunge. Is it polar bear?
Sit down on my lap here, Ed.
Oh my goodness.
Good
There
morning.
you go. Good morning. You got that there?
I've got it.
All right. So you can scoot on over. We'll get you all in here. So is it the polar bear dip or the polar bear plunge?
Either or. No,
Okay.
it makes really no difference.
There we go.
Just the Polar Bear annual club meeting.
And so how did this all get started?
Well, it started 14 years ago.
Wow.
New York Ed, myself, and probably 15 or so other people were sitting down on the beach on New Year's Eve. It was a beautiful day, and somebody came up with the idea to start a polar bear club. Well, the next morning, most of them were a little hungover. So
Can't imagine that.
three of us ended up starting the Polar Bear Club. Doc Malcolm, New York Eddie, and myself. Our wives were there as we were all bundled up in winter coats and scarves and hats.
Oh boy.
The wives would not walk with us, I must say.
Yeah. They were not a fan of the idea.
Not a fan of the idea. So that's when it first started. The second year, we probably had 15 people that actually joined in. Now we have usually anywhere from 300 to 500 people.
Wow. 300 to 500 people.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
it's actually turned into a function of charity. We have done that for about the last 6 years. Local people on the beach, firefighters last year. This year it's for a friend of ours who lives here on the beach, who's gone through a series of operations and chemotherapy. So this is helping to fray the cost of the medical
All of his,
bills,
medical,
living
surgical.
expenses. Yeah.
Very nice. So every year you pick somebody different.
We have the last 6 years.
Okay.
Like Bill said in the beginning, we started out more as a
Fun thing. Yeah.
And then we got the idea to, do it as a charity to help someone who needs assistance.
Well, that is fantastic. So now it is on January 1st, so New Year's Day. And I heard and what time is it going to be going on from?
Starts at 12 noon.
Noon. Okay.
At the Outrigger Beach Resort, 6200 Estera Boulevard. Parking is available directly across the street at Charlie's Boathouse.
Okay.
And it goes till 5 o'clock.
And so that gives you folks plenty of time to recover from anything that occurred the night before. And then you can go into the Gulf and wash yourself clean of all the things that occurred. And it'll all be for a good cause.
Yes.
Now, let's see. What kinds of other things are you going to be having there? I was reading something about the entertainment that you're going to have.
The entertainment is awesome. Smokin' Bill, who a lot of you probably know from here on the beach, brings a band.
Wow.
And they are just incredible. They only play twice a year as Smokin' Bill and the Smokin' Section. Megan Rose, Bill's daughter, comes, and Bill Roundtree on bass, Doug McGregor on harmonica, Fiddlin' Fred on fiddle, a drummer. I mean, it's just, the music is just phenomenal. It's worth.
They're each independent musicians that play here around
Okay.
the island and even out on Sanibel and different. And they get together once or twice a year just to do this type of band.
Wow. So this is only one of 2 times that you can see Smokin' Bill
And the smoking section.
and the smoking section.
section.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
Because you can't find one of those very often anymore. That's a hard thing to find these days.
There'll also be 50-50 tickets. They will do a silent auction and a Chinese auction.
I was
And,
reading that.
All the benefits then go to Steve Miller, who is our honoree this year. We actually have T-shirts.
So you're going to be selling T-shirts.
We have T-shirts.
Oh,
You can get this.
you got it. Let's hold it up this way. There you go. There's going to be T-shirts, and I know you have a koozie there.
Yeah, and it's
Those are
making a splash for Steve this year is the theme.
very nice.
And they'll be available for sale as well as the
Beer koozies, which fell on the ground. Now, how much
No,
are the
no.
T-shirts?
$15
$15.
are
And
the T-shirts.
okay,
We also have hats this year. In
Oh,
fact,
wow.
I would like to.
they have hats.
We came bearing gifts.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to switch out.
Probably
Sorry,
sure Ray
John.
Murphy didn't come bearing
Oh,
gifts.
uh-oh. See, now.
Okay.
Oh, see? And there's the beer koozie or soda can koozie for whatever you want.
and then there also will be beach bags that will be for sale with the polar bear logo on it.
Wow. Well, that is awesome. Now I'm trying to get this hat
And
on
once
here.
again, all of the proceeds do go towards Steve Miller. And we do want to thank the Outrigger once again for hosting it. This
Right.
is the 4th, 5th, 6th year. I can't remember which. With hosting,
Sorry.
with the Outrigger hosting it for us.
And there's plenty of parking at Charlie's Boathouse.
And it's just a day of fun and frolic and people enjoying themselves, families, young and old. It doesn't matter. Come have fun.
And so there are costumes.
People wear costumes. We urge them to use discretion. As
Yes.
It's a family resort.
It is a family function and a family resort. So please dress up, but dress appropriately.
Please help Fort Myers Beach come in and celebrate the
Whoa.
new year.
Yes,
Thank you.
as he just punched. That's the guest. Don't punch the guest in the face with the microphone. They just gave us
Boing,
gift.
I got hit.
I know, right? So, what are some of the costumes that people have done in the past?
Well, we've had Ronald McDonald.
Corona 6-packs.
We had beach sponge ladies all dressed in sponges last year.
I was reading some of the old articles, and I saw someone did Princess Leia and the other character from Star Wars. I only know Princess Leia, so
So we all, and then at roughly 2:00, we take the polar bear banner. People hold it up, and we begin the march from the outrigger to the water, singing our polar bear theme song,
so.
which you have to come to find out what the lyrics are.
Oh,
Then
see
we have-
that's a teaser.
We have Ice Hole Willie.
I was
cuts
going
the
to ask
hole in
about
the
Ice Hole Willie. Yes.
I take the water temperature and air temperature, and then we take the frigid plunge.
Yes. So now, do you know by chance what the temperature of the Gulf is, at least today?
Yeah, it's probably about 38 degrees.
It's always 38 degrees when we jump in the water here.
I see. And
I see. You got-
ICE.
We kind of started this whole thing as kind of a pun on the poor people up north. We have had challenges from people from New York, and we always say, well, you come down and join our Polar Bear Club, and we'll join yours next year, which we always renege on.
Yeah, I'm imagining the water up there. Ice Hole Willie would have to use an
But
actual auger
sometimes the
to
water
get through.
temperature's in the 60s here, and the temperature outside is 80. And the disparity is much worse than going from 34 degrees into 38-degree water.
True. So, I mean, I think that means it makes it harder down here. It's much more of a
Absolutely.
challenge down here in this water. Oh, geez. So now if businesses want to donate some other items,
they can,
how can they do
they
that?
can contact Bonnie Novinsky. They can contact me. They can contact Bill.
Okay.
And they can bring it the morning of the polar bear dip up to the outrigger.
And I was also reading, can they also, will someone pick up stuff if
Yeah,
need
if they
be?
contact
Okay.
us, give us a call. We'll pick it
Okay.
up.
And then, or drop it off at the beach barber shop. Is that still a place where you guys are accepting donations, or is it better to just
It's
bring them?
better to bring them or
Okay.
contact us.
All right. Do you want to give out your phone numbers or?
They
Or-
can contact me at Ed Herbert at 917-501-3698.
Well, it's good that you gave the number because I had a whole different phone number for you and we would have blown up somebody else's phone. Oh, so what else would you like to tell us about the polar bear plunge today?
Just come and join us. It's kind of ended up as the party of the year on the beach. We're going to have great weather, possibility of snow, but I'm not sure how big a possibility. But it's just a lot of fun. It's for a great cause.
Yes.
And please just come join us because it is a very fun day.
And just remember, there is food and beverages available from the outrigger for purchase, and you can make a long day out of it. They have tiki huts on the deck. You can sit around the decking. You can sit on the beach. It's just a fun day, and it proven to be the Fort Myers Beach kickoff of the new year.
So people could bring stuff down, bring their umbrellas down and just hang out for the whole day.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I want to thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. We appreciate your time. It's a worthwhile cause, and we wish Steve all the best as he's getting better.
Thank you for having us, and maybe you can join us.
I'm going to think about it because I got my super special hat now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right. So everybody come on down. That's noon to 5. It's by the outrigger that gentleman's got to get through, which is down Estero Boulevard in the south end of the island. And they're raising money for a good cause. Get your 50-50 raffle tickets, get your costume, and take a plunge in the chilly, chilly waters of the Gulf of Mexico.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness. Last week was a bird, and now
Something better with this setup here, but anyway.
what kind of cockamamie thing is this you got going on
There
now?
you go. Oh, it looks great there, nice and close. I do want to say thanks to John Lalo and Debbie Lalo for allowing us to come down here and do this every week.
As always, yes.
They become good friends of ours, and they're traveling somewhere to some football game today.
Might it be?
Some bowl. Is it the Orange Bowl?
I'm not really
Is
sure.
the Orange
I
Bowl in Florida or the
know.
Rose Bowl in Florida? One of the bowls in Florida they're going to.
I would think it would be the Orange Bowl, but maybe that's California. I don't know.
They're
I'm not
watching.
a big.
They're going to be watching some football game. They have great seats at some football game they're going to today. But we wanted to thank them. We wanted to make sure you all came down. There's a couple of tables open. They don't stay open for very long. It's the
very
busiest
busy.
week of the year. So come on down to Pete's Time Out and have some breakfast or lunch and enjoy the day. It turned out to be a fabulous day.
Yeah, it's
I don't know-
completely cleared off. There's no more fog. The sky is blue. How did you manage this morning in the fog?
Well, I ran. I ran in the fog today. I didn't ride the bike. So I ran 3 measly miles today. We got to do something with this. We got to do something. There we go. I ran 3 measly miles on the beach today. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. For those who are on the radio, we're having massive. There's no wind at all, but the sign is absolutely beautiful out
It's
here.
just it cracks me up all the preparation you do.
I did.
And no offense, but something seems to go awry.
Yeah. So, did you hear about the tree? Did I talk about the tree already? That somebody lit the tree on fire.
No
Yes,
way.
Yes, earlier this week, I guess.
Who?
Somebody lit
The poinsettia tree?
yes. Apparently, some
Oh.
kids lit the tree on fire. Why would you light this poinsettia tree on fire? What's that all about?
The
They
poor.
replaced them. They replaced a bunch of them, so you can see some of the burn spots on the other side.
Good Lord.
It's always something around this beach. It's always something.
Well, and I will tell you that on the way down here, I didn't realize this, but for those folks who are coming down to the beach, if you take Daniels Parkway, it's now been turned into the Audubon because you apparently can go as fast as you
Is
like.
that what happens?
Yeah, I'm not a slow driver. I was getting past like I was standing still. I swear they were going 80 miles an hour in the fog.
You survived. You survived.
Hey, I always mind my speed.
have to tell you a funny story yesterday. It's not so funny because, when afterward, when you have a chance to look back at what you did, you think, boy, that wasn't very smart. So I came out of Walmart. The mistake I made was going to Walmart. That, in the late morning instead of when
You
I
should
usually
go to the
at
beach
6
one
o'clock.
down here.
It's too far to drive. But I went to the Walmart at about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and I'm trying to
That's
find
way
the
too
right
late.
way to get out of the Walmart over on
Oh.
Colonial, and there's no right way. So I decided I was going to go out the back way, Colonial, to try and not getting stuck in the traffic on 6 Mile.
Because you're such a MapQuest aficionado, right?
So I went as far out the back way as I could, and I got onto Colonial, and as I'm getting onto Colonial, there's a car in front of me that's going so slow, I can't get it up to like 20 miles an hour. And I look into the back windshield, and there's 2 kids, and they've got their phones raised as high as they can, and they're texting and driving at the same time, and it was
Good
driving
Lord.
me crazy. The driver and the passenger were both texting in the middle lane, and so I just laid on the horn. I got right behind them as close as I could.
I don't think that that's safe.
And then I got to the side of them, and I opened the passenger side window, and I yelled obscenities at them. And I look back at that now, and I'm thinking, man, I'm a 53-year-old man, and
You're
this is what
acting
I'm doing.
ridiculous.
And this is the level I get to.
Why can't you just deliver like a kind,
like a flip
like
on
a
the number one
no,
sign or something?
like
I
a
don't know.
PSA, like here's a safety
How do
announcement
do
for you
that?
people.
How do you do that? It's
You roll
impossible
down
to
the
do that.
window and
It's
say,
so
"Hey."
irritating. It's so
It's-
irritating that you text and you drive like that. You shouldn't be doing that. And they're
No.
laughing at me, which made it worse. They were just laughing at me as I
There
went
was-
by them.
I watched a whole show on Netflix about really dire outcomes of texting and
Yeah,
driving,
Yeah,
and
it's not safe.
they had the people on that were the texters, and those people never got over that one moment. And that's all it takes is one bad moment.
That's right. So anyway, that's what happened to me yesterday. I did want to mention that we're going to do a special Friday show here at Pete's Timeout. A special
I
Friday
can't
show.
keep up with all the shows. Do you not have a regular job?
I do. And I got a raise, by the way. I got a very
I
nice
know, that
raise,
was
and I want to
nice.
thank the boss for that. They gave us a very nice raise.
That was
so
nice.
drinks are on me today, dear.
All right. Well, I'm having coffee,
Okay.
so it'll be
Have as
an
much as you
expensive.
want.
All right. I think it's free refills.
Jay Allen and Kylie Morgan, country stars, will be here. They're going to be performing here at Times Square, and they will be on the
Nice.
show at 5 o'clock. So hopefully our daughter will come down. She's great at interviewing country stars, getting her picture taken.
Well,
with country
she just
stars.
got a new job. She is working a lot of hours.
Speaking of which, I don't know if you can see that sign behind you. That is something our daughter painted.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yes.
nice.
There's-
Oh,
you don't
you're
have to
really
hold it anymore.
all right.
So I want everybody to see that. Hold that up. She did a lovely job painting. She's
Yes,
she's
we've
an
got-
awesome painter. Look at that. If
Yes.
you're on the Facebook, you can see that
La,
nice
la, la,
sign.
la, la, la.
Very nice. If you're not
Thank
on
you,
the Facebook,
Jilly.
you're on the radio. It's a lovely sign that our daughter painted for us. So that's going to be on Friday, January 4th from 5 o'clock until the show ends. And
I'm
we're
not
gonna
so
be
good with the
interviewing
signs.
Right here.
I'm not putting
on
up any
Friday.
more signs.
No signs for you.
Mm-mm.
And then next Saturday, we already have our guest lined up, and that is going to be Denise Monahan. She'll be our guest, and she's going to talk about the putt and pub crawl. We're already getting into the 2019 events. The putt
Well,
and
it's
pub crawl is a
coming.
big deal.
It's coming up. Are you going to do? What do you think about that polar bear plunge?
I'm not a big fan of the water, as you know.
Oh, that's true.
Since the last triathlon I was
That's
in.
true.
Did we ever tell that story?
Yes,
yeah, we
you
did. Tell
did.
that story on the air where I had
You
to
did.
swim to the right and get out of the water because I was panicking. But no, I don't. Will you do it?
I don't know.
In your bikini?
I'm
You got a
thinking.
nice new bathing suit.
I got swimsuits. I got
So-
suits for swimming
Yes.
that are
So-
one piece, like sports suits.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the gym yesterday, and she's finally gotten back to the gym because of her injury. It's been taking forever to heal. I guess when you're older, it takes a longer time.
Sorry, I'm holding you up.
So she's in the gym yesterday, and somebody comes up to her,
Oh,
one of our friends, and says, "Wow, you look like you lost 30 to 40 pounds." Now, the first thing I think is, why would a guy ever say anything about weight to a woman? And then, of course, the first thing a woman says or woman thinks when somebody says you lost 30 pounds is not, "Thank you. I appreciate the compliment." The first
I'm
thing
not-
they think is, "Wow, did I look like I weighed
no,
30 pounds
I'm
more?"
not sure that it was a compliment. I mean, he was genuinely surprised. And so then I was like, does he think like maybe he thinks I'm sick or something? But I assure you,
Did you say thank you?
I
Or
was
what'd
so
you say to him?
stunned. And then I thought maybe he's got me confused with somebody else. So I was like, yeah, I've lost some, but not quite that much.
How many pounds was it?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm down a couple pounds.
Oh,
but
come on. It's more than that.
no, and I'm building up boss arms after using the crutches.
Boss arms?
Yeah.
Look at how scraggly your arms are. Who are you kidding?
They are not scraggly.
What are
I'm
you
getting
trying to
really
show
good
there? Come on.
triceps.
All right, so I just wanted to also bring up the sandpaper. This is an awesome newspaper, everybody. If you don't get the printed copy, you really should look at it online. It's really today's paper is just. I mean, the Friday paper comes out every Friday. It's a free paper, and you can check it out.
Lots of
online,
useful
but
information.
You really should pick up the actual printed copy. They have named the top island stories of 2018, dear.
Oh boy.
Now it's quiz time, everybody.
All right.
What do you think the top stories were? Let's start with number one. What was the top story on Fort Myers Beach for 2018?
Beach Talk Radio launches.
It's not even on 30.
I tried.
I'm surprised at, but anyway, maybe next year. What was the number one story, wife?
TPI.
Nope, but that is in the top 5, so that's very good. Very good.
I don't know. Are you going to tell us?
You do know, because the minute I say it, you're going to be like, oh, I can't believe I didn't know that.
The election?
That is up there, but no, that is not it. So you have 2 out of the 10 correct. So
Is it
far.
a positive thing or a not
I'm
so
not
positive
giving away
thing?
Clues.
Just
Take
give me
guess.
a clue.
No clues.
I'm not guessing
TPI
then.
looks like it was number 2 on the list.
Ooh, got close.
And number 3.
Oh, Red Tide.
Red Tide. You read the front of the paper. Didn't
No,
you?
I
Red
just
Tide was number 1. How you
Red
doing,
Tide
sir?
was number
Where
1.
you from? Sarah, oh, come on down. Have a seat right here. Have a seat. We're going to interview somebody from Syracuse, dear. Get out of the chair. I know you got to go to the restroom. Oh, come on down.
Well,
We're all
I'm
from New York.
here,
Come on
sir.
down. We got some.
Yeah, I went to school at Syracuse
we're gonna
University.
Come on,
Come
sit
have a
down.
sit.
We're going to ask you some questions, and we're going to give away a mug if you get them right. It's time for beach trivia. Come on, have a seat. How you doing? Come on down, wife. Where is she? All right, grab the microphone. All right, what's your name?
Dennis Cerise.
Dennis is from Syracuse, New York. We just grabbed him out of the crowd. Dennis, how are you? How long you down here for? Your husband's on the radio. Come on over.
A month and a half.
You're down for a month and a half. How long do you stay for?
6 weeks we're here for.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
You have a house on the beach?
No, we ran a condo. We're looking forward to playing golf. We're going to go to Disney for
Nice.
3 days.
How about this weather?
And we come down here. This is our 6th year in a row to come down. We love this area. Right
It's
here.
beautiful. Did you know somebody lit the poinsettia tree on fire the other night? Did you hear that?
No.
Some of the kids lit the tree on fire.
They
you know that?
No.
How crazy is that?
Not good. Not good.
So let me ask you some questions. We have
Okay.
a coffee mug on the line. Are you ready for some beach trivia?
Joe, beach trivia.
Who is the current mayor of Fort Myers Beach?
Current mayor of Fort
Who
Myers
is the mayor
Beach.
of Fort Myers Beach?
Joe Griffo.
No. Tracy Gore is correct. Very nice. Your wife got that. All right, number 2. What is the name of the resort they are planning to build on the island famous for a parrot?
Sandy Parrott.
No, that's already that's right. Your wife is brilliant. She's over in the peanut gallery. Number 3. What is the name of the bridge right behind us? You have to come over to get to the beach. Tick tock.
The Bitch Bridge.
The bitch bridge?
Yeah.
Now I have to put an explicit E next to my show because you said the bitch word. No, Matanzas Bridge is right. Your wife is 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
You're 0 for 3, sir. Is it
I'm
snowing
going
in Syracuse today?
Yes, it was.
It
18
was.
degrees.
18 degrees in Syracuse, and it is about 82 degrees here. Actually, it's 81 here. 18 in Syracuse,
Beautiful
81
area.
here.
Yes.
Very nice. Now, how old are you?
71.
71. Wow, you're in fabulous shape for 71.
So is she.
How old is your wife? Don't
71.
answer. You're never supposed to answer that, sir. All right, number 4. What is the name of the restored house museum on Fort Myers Beach that rhymes with round?
Round. Let's see.
Round. 4th question.
Is it Mount?
Yes, it's the Mound
Mound
House. Your
House.
wife,
I know.
she's like
4
a
for
Fort Myers
4.
Beach trivia buff.
I think-
You know nothing about the beach, sir.
I think she comes when I'm not here.
Number 5, and this is for the grand prize. Am I too
Okay.
loud? My wife is yelling at me that I'm too loud. Number 5. What? Let me see if I can pick an easy one for you. How much does the county charge to park on roads?
$10.
No, not $10. $3.
I paid 10.
You paid 10? Oh, you
Off the
parked in
road.
one of the lots, the
Yes.
all-day lots.
Yes,
Very
sir.
nice.
Yes,
So what's
sir.
your plan for the rest of the day?
We're going to stay on the beach. We're going to
Yeah.
have breakfast this morning. Then we're going to have dinner here.
Nice.
Then we're going to hit the shops.
You're going to spend lots of money down here.
Probably
Wow. How much money do you think you'll spend today?
200.
$200 just today. Listen to that, folks. He is boosting up the economy down here. Thank you for
10
that.
for parking, 20 for the chairs. Now we got breakfast.
Yeah.
We got lunch. Now we
Did
got
you get
dinner.
some suntan oil?
Nah, I don't need it.
I got some. You want me to spray it on you?
I'm
Take your
good.
shirt off. I'll
I'm
spray it
good.
on you right
I'm
now.
good.
Come
I'm
on,
good.
do it. I'll spray it on you. I'll rub your back down.
I'm good.
You're good? All right. Well, thanks very much for coming on.
You're very nice.
Enjoy the
Thank
weather. That was fun. Take his mug. We're there. Make sure they get their mug. Very nice. Just randomly grab somebody out of the crowd, and they get a free mug. They're spending $200 today on
Oh,
things.
that's so nice. He's going to give it to his
on
friend.
parking, $20 on chairs. All right, cool. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
He's
Very
giving
nice.
it.
Everybody's Karen's
Yes,
friend over there. That was
Karen's
fun.
friend.
Why were you yelling at me that I was too loud?
You were so loud, and
Dear.
people are trying to enjoy. Listen, we're going to get kicked out of this joint
I
because
get
you're so
excited when the
loud.
fans sit down and they.
They're
and they hang
delightful. They
They work.
live 6 weeks. They're down here right now. They're staying right out by us where we live, very near
out.
us.
Gateway.
Yeah,
Where are they staying?
Fiddlesticks.
Oh, very nice.
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
Fiddlesticks, big money.
And
money out there.
well, they're across the street, but I'm sure it's still big money and nice. They're going to be here 6 weeks, and then next year they retire. They're staying 6 months.
Nice. All right, we'll see you. All right.
Thank
that
you.
guy's got like a permanent smile on his
He
face.
does.
I don't know how you
He's
can
a
when you're
very
from Syracuse.
happy.
It's so
And
dreary
his
up there.
wife knows a lot of trivia.
Yeah, you were feeding her all the answers. Cheater. That's all right. We were going to give him the mug anyway. But he had like a permanent smile on his face.
She was so funny. Is it, you know,
Like she knew it.
she
It's
was
hard.
great.
You
They
should,
were
I
great.
should have like a separate set of questions. Like those questions are for people that live down here. I should have a really easy set of questions for people that visit down here. Like, what's the name of the airport? That would
There
be an
you
easy
go.
one, right?
Yeah.
Or give me another easy one. You can't even think of an easy one.
Yeah, no. What's the name of the water out there? What's the name of the
Gulf of
body of the
Mexico?
water? There you go.
All right.
What's the name of the river?
The name of
Fail.
the river.
Fail.
What river?
The river that
The
feeds in.
Caloosahatchee.
Oh, good
Look
one.
at that. The Red Tide River. They're going to rename it the Red Tide River.
Good Lord.
Don't forget, folks, you can now never miss a show if you text
need a
Beach
hat.
Talk Radio, no spaces, to 31996. You'll get a message every time a new show is released on the audio. You will not be spammed or anything like that.
Why
Sir,
am I
ma'am,
sitting in the
can we
sun?
have- oh, they don't want. See, sometimes people don't want to be part
No,
of the
and so leave
chicanery.
them alone. No.
Wow.
How
a little
come
strange.
am I
That
sitting
was
in the
definitely
sun?
strange. I don't know why you're sitting in the sun.
You should be sitting in the sun.
We have to find one more person for trivia.
We
And then
do.
we'll call it a day. Now, I think what you should
Why
do,
can't we call it a day
you
now?
should find somebody instead of me finding somebody.
I don't
So
like
we should find a
yelling. I
lady.
don't like
Here
yelling
comes some
and
people. We're going to ask
harassing
them if they want to be
people.
part of the trivia. Man, can we ask you some questions? We're going to give away a T-shirt. Oh, please.
See?
I see. You get,
You're embarrassing people.
I'm,
This
I'm
is where they
embarrassing
don't.
myself. Is what I'm doing.
I gotta hold this up. You're embarrassing me so much. I have to hold
So give
this
everyone
up.
an update on the doctor's visit on your hip that you thought you broke when you fell off the bike on the way to the beach. What's the latest?
It's healing.
Yeah.
It's healing. And the muscle is coming back.
Yeah.
And he said, and I like him, Dr. Fullweiler,
Mhm.
he said 4 to 6 months before I'm running. Now, I don't like that answer. So I've adjusted it to 1 to 2 months.
Yeah.
So I'm planning. I tried to run. Oh, geez. So for Christmas, he got me a Roomba, an iRobot Roomba, which is the automatic vacuum cleaner thing that goes.
$100.
Yeah, because we have the dogs. So, anyways, the Roomba was running, and it's not so. I mean, it's good, but it bangs into a lot of stuff, and sometimes it chases after the dogs inadvertently.
Yeah.
So I was running after the Roomba because it was just going to suck up a dog leash, and that would break the Roomba. So I tried to run after it. Yeah, it's gonna be a couple more weeks, but
Tried to
that
run
Roomba.
after the Roomba.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you got to clear the path for the Roomba, and you have to pick everything up off the floor. So it's a little bit of a project, but once you pick everything up, that thing keeps going for 90 minutes. Picks all your dog hair up. So it was like such a super fantastic Christmas
What
gift.
else did you get for the holidays?
I got some extremely thoughtful gifts, and
Yeah.
I have to confess that I did not do such a good job this year.
Well, we're used to that every year. But what
No.
did you get? What else did you get? Tell
Well,
everybody what you got.
we got Jillian and I got a trip to the Hyatt, so that we can get our nails and toes done at the Stillwater Spa down there.
Yeah, we love the Hyatt.
We do love the Hyatt. It's the one that looks like a Chinese pagoda.
I love getting my toenails done there.
They would not do your feet. They would not. You have dead skinitis,
Yes.
DSI, so they would not do it.
So
And then we got a charter
yeah,
with
Randy.
with our favorite charter captain, Randy. So Jillian and I are going to go out fishing. I'm going to catch lots of super fantastic fish. You don't want to go?
You know, if I have to go, I'll go.
Well, I know you're afraid of the water.
I think you should take the boyfriend. Not your boyfriend, her boyfriend.
Oh, well, that stinks. Why do I have
You
to
can
leave
take
mine
your
out?
boyfriend too. That's fine. That's fine. What else did you get? You got some nice bathing suits. You got
some bathing
sexy
suits to swim.
underwear. Yeah.
I got some
You know how
shirts for
awkward it
work.
is to go to Victoria's Secret with your daughter. That was
I
awkward.
really, yeah. Why did you do that?
Well, because we were getting you gifts.
And what you got a bunch of crap.
Yeah, I always get crap.
Well,
Say
you
the
needed
crap's on me.
jeans and you needed some clothes
I got
and
a
you
nice,
got a soup. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a nice big Margaritaville sign. Thank you very much for my backyard
It's
because I can't have the
probably-
one down here for years.
It's probably 4 or 5 feet long, and you got some super fancy solar lights because we are a
They like to
beacon
hang
of
out in the
light in the
backyard.
back.
But I have this big giant Margaritaville sign. I'm gonna have Tom sign it for me.
Now you're going to have to wait till what? What's going on at our
Oh,
house
yeah,
after
big story, big story.
400 days?
Yeah. So check
400
this out.
days.
You know, insurance companies, if you give them a chance, well, if you pay them enough, when it's time for you to call on them, they'll screw you any way they can. And our insurance company, People's Trust, People's Choice, is that what it is? People's Choice?
There's no
What is it?
trust. in-
Yeah, and they suck.
Dear.
So what happened was, our roof
That's
got
libelous.
damaged by Irma. And so we call them to make a claim, and they say, oh, no. You just get this $500 repair, and by the way, your deductible is $6,000, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Right.
So, and by the way, we're dropping you at the end of this year on the 15th of December. So,
Non-renewable.
yeah. So that's what your insurance company does
Hey, you
to
know
you.
what it's called? Wait a
So
second.
let me
wait
finish.
Wait. They say DNR, do not renew. Which DNR, for those of you who know medical stuff, not a good thing.
Yeah, right. So, we got an attorney on the advice of a friend. He's like, no, you have to call an attorney. The attorney gets involved, and because the insurance companies, we didn't know this. The insurance companies are trying to screw everybody because of all the damage done by the hurricane. They want to, string it out as long as they can to see the people that will just say, forget it, I'm not going to get it replaced, and blah, blah, blah. So what happened was we got the attorney,
And
at the end of the day, they won. Our
Listen,
attorney won.
yes.
And so
yesterday,
yesterday,
you did all of this,
yeah,
by the way.
yesterday, the guy from, I guess he's the project manager came,
He is from
and-
Rapid Response.
and my first, comment to him was,
I like him. He's a very friendly, knowledgeable
Yes.
guy, but he came right at the stroke
7:30.
of 8 a.m.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it was
7:30.
7:59. Yes.
so anyway, so he comes in and of course, the first thought I have is he's working for the insurance company.
He's
so
not.
he's not going to, we're going to have holes in our roof no matter what,
No.
because that insurance company's, well, he was a nice guy, and his
He's a
job
nice
is to
guy.
make sure that everything gets followed by the rules that the attorney set in place. With the
And
insurance.
as he said, he's a worry wart. I mean, he found stuff that the adjuster
Yeah.
didn't find. I really have confidence in him. He's a very
So
nice
moral
guy.
of that story is, even
Ethan.
though your insurance company says no, get an attorney, because we didn't wind up paying the attorney a penny because the attorney's fees were taken out of.
I
the
don't buy
award.
that.
And by the way, we got estimates for the roof for
Oh,
like $75,000.
it's crazy.
I mean,
It's-
somebody was telling me a couple years ago.
We have a
before the
dinky
hurricane,
little house.
They paid $19,500
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
roof, and then all of a sudden,
No, someone was telling me
$71,000 for a roof.
That the prices are artificially inflated because
So
of all of this
we wound
going
up
on.
Winning 41,000 is what we got.
Why
for
are
the
you
roof,
giving out
and
specifics?
we have to pay
I
a
don't think we should do
$6,000
that.
deductible, which hey,
Yeah.
we'll
We got-
sell your car and we'll be good to go, and we'll be able to make the deductible.
Thing that I don't get is the 5-year warranty. We got to ask for more of a warranty because I really think a roof
There's only a 5-year warranty on that.
on the new one.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it should last longer than 5 years. I mean, it should be. I'm sure it'll last longer, but it should be warranted for 10.
Yeah.
I mean, how
Yeah.
much? I don't know. When we lived, when did you ever have to replace a roof up
Never.
north?
Never.
No.
Never.
It lasts
Well,
forever.
that's because we were poor and we were getting evicted from our house a lot up there.
Well,
You
my
know,
grandparents never had to do that, and there that snow
Yeah.
and all of that kind of stuff to deal with.
When I was growing up, we had our
Oh,
grand
here
piano
we
taken
go.
away. And they tried to take our car. The bank tried to take our cars back, but they were in the garage. And I think if they could have taken the in-the-ground pool out, they would have. But I don't know that they could do that. So anyway, our roof
Listen.
will be repaired
Yes, we will have a new roof,
at some point.
and we have a relatively new air conditioning. And in a couple of years, that house is going to be ready for
That's
sale.
Right. That's right. It's going to be Sell the House Talk Radio.
Yes, and we're going to be traveling.
So one of the
What
things
time are we at?
we're almost done. One of the
right.
things I did want to mention was you mentioned last night.
Oh,
you
here
brought
we
this
go.
up at the beginning of the show, folks. If you're joining us late, that you said you're going to put on your big eyelashes and move to Alaska.
Okay.
And we were
First of
watching.
all,
By the way, we watched a great movie last night on Netflix called The Angel. Is that what it was called?
yeah, Angel.
It was
I
about
think
the
there's-
spy that worked for Israel and Egypt.
Yep.
And then he mysteriously died. How you doing?
You
He
got the
mysteriously died. He got pushed off some ledge a few years later. But anyway, it was a great
That's-
movie.
yes.
And I wound up buying 3 books after that to kind of relate to that story. But it was a great movie.
Libya was involved. That guy
Yeah,
is
Gaddafi.
he was a crackerjack.
Yeah, yeah.
So I didn't say big eyelashes. I said fake
You
eyelashes.
can put on your fake eyelashes and move to Alaska.
Well, so you know, a lot of times.
What do you-
Thoughts are running-
How does, I don't,
All
I-
right, well,
that-
I'm gonna
that
tell you.
didn't make any sense last night. It doesn't make any sense now.
So a lot of times thoughts are running through my head. And, you know, I talk to myself a lot. So that happened to be one of those moments because I was thinking as the year is drawing to a close, New Year's resolutions. And I have never worn fake eyelashes and I have never gone to Alaska.
You've
So,
never worn fake eyelashes.
yes.
Is that like a thing with ladies? Like, do they usually wear them or not?
Yes. People wear, yes. The makeup industry is like a $60 trillion industry.
word?
Yeah, trillion.
Mm.
And so
That's a
we
lot.
were watching. What were we watching on TV after Angel? That Blue Planet show.
Oh, yes. That was
And so
amazing.
they were, yes. And so they were showing the whales and the orcas. And then I got thinking about Alaska and hence
Did you know that dolphins are very smart?
they are, everybody knows that except you who are
Well, I
not
know it
very
now 'cause
smart.
I watched it last night. There's actually some parts.
There
of the
was some
planet
really cool
that
stuff
has
on
blue
there.
Water. And no red tide.
There was some really interesting creatures on there.
Oh yeah, some fish. You can't even call them.
Oh,
fish.
those fish that were eating the birds.
Yeah.
Those
What were
things
those
were
called?
so aggressive. I don't remember, but
Yeah,
they were very,
had these beady eyes. Like, okay,
They were
come
very
on down, bro.
prehistoric.
Come on down.
the
Yeah.
birds didn't even have to be on the water, just hovering. And these fish were smart enough to figure out the
Very nice.
trajectory
Yep.
and the speed and go up there and grab them right out of the
You
air.
know what's cool when the beach is crowded?
What?
People just keep walking by. You can't see it on the camera, but they just keep walking by like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah,
at
what are
Pete's
these?
Time Out?
What are these
Must be
kooks
a party
doing?
at Pete's Time Out.
All right,
Because two
Derek.
people are sitting down here with microphones and jeans here.
He's checking
Everybody's
his
here.
head out.
The big parade, big party going down here at Pete's Time Out. All right, dear. I know you want to call it a day.
Okay.
So I want to remind everybody what's going on. We have a lot going on for the next couple of weeks.
All
We
right.
want to wish everybody a happy new year, a safe,
Safe.
new year. Stay off
Be
the
safe.
roads. We know
Yes.
there's some roadblocks going up, or at least that's what we heard. Lots
And-
of people got arrested last night for DWI.
Well-
you don't need that to start off your year.
And we had an unfortunate New Year's Eve
We did?
issue years ago when
Did
we
we?
yes, we hired a driver so that we
Oh,
did not have
right.
to drive. And it was very much like today,
Foggy.
it was very foggy and we were coming up 41 with the driver that we hired, which was really just a friend of ours, a young guy, and coming north on 41 and some ding dong was
it
coming
41 or
south.
75?
It was 41.
41?
Somebody was coming
Wrong
south
side of the road.
on the wrong side
It's
of the
one those
road and
things that you
almost
see
took
on
us out.
or something like from a police cam video.
It was very scary. So
and we were all
please,
like, wait, because you're half buzzed because you were at a New Year's Eve party,
and you're not
and
driving.
you're figuring, wait, did I just see what I saw? Did that just happen? Or
Yep.
Just because it's like
Poor
an
Matt.
out-of-body experience.
You know,
don't
he's
really expect it to happen in the road, not on the side of the road. He was in the road.
Yeah, he was
Wasn't he?
coming down. There's 3 lanes. He was coming in one of them, and we were in one
Well,
of
why do
them.
you have to say it like you're patronizing me? I can't remember back that many years.
You haven't been on 41 to know it's 3
It's
lanes?
been a long time since I've been on 41. I don't
And
like
now
to get out
Matt
of
is
Gateway
a
lot.
fireman.
He is.
He is.
That was our
Yeah.
driver. Yes. So anyway, back to the rundown of what's going on. We want to wish everybody a happy new year. We want you to come down to Peach Time Out as much as you can, as often as you can. It's really the best breakfast on the beach.
It is.
They have great lunch. They have wonderful staff. Terry's in a great mood today. You can't ask for
Sarah's
anything better.
down here today.
Sarah's down here today. Angie's down here. You can't ask for
Yes,
anything better than when you
You
walk
got the
up
A crowd today.
Pete's and Terry smiling, because that's when you know things are going well. So we have a special show on
Ouch.
Friday at 5 o'clock here at Pete's, because we have Jay Allen and Kylie Morgan, country stars. They're going to be performing in that lovely sunset celebration tent they have down there.
That
And
thing.
so we're going to talk to them at 5 o'clock. So we want you to come on down and meet them. And, of course, you can have like a little happy hour drink at Pete's. And then our bonus shows start Friday morning at 9 o'clock. A new episode, a bonus episode.
Well, you're doing it because I'll be back at work at some point soon.
Every Friday, a new show is going to be posted. Now, this Friday at 9 o'clock, it's going to be audio only. Is the birds back? This is when
No.
the birds usually crap on us.
No.
Every Friday at 9 o'clock. This Friday, we're going to have the folks that are in charge of the road construction on Estero Boulevard. Big issue.
Somebody is very
It's gonna be-
upset
there's
over
a girl
there.
over there that's really angry, a little girl.
She's
We have
stomping.
Darren Brown is the project manager, and marketing and PR manager Molly Scott from Chris Tell Construction. They're going to be on. They're the first guests, and we're going to ask them tons of questions about the road, how it's going, when it's going to end, some of the issues they've run into, what people coming down can expect to see, the bike lanes, all of that stuff is going to be posted Friday at 9 o'clock. And those of you that go onto our website at beachtalkradio.com and become a patron,
Come on.
for
move it
$5 a
along.
month, you're going to get all the bonus shows for free, and we're going to do at least 4 bonus shows, hard news every month, at least 4. Lots of great kids down here. Lots
Yes,
of kids. It's
lots
a great
of kids.
Beach day. And then, of course, next Saturday, we're back to our Peach Time Out show. And our first guest, we have 2 guests. I didn't write down the second guest.
Nice.
Denise Monahan will be on to talk about the Putt and Pub Crawl, which is coming up soon in January. And they raise a lot of money during the Putt and Pub
What are they
Crawl.
raising it for? Do you know?
You were going to ask me that, and I
I
forgot.
can't count
to,
on you for anything.
So who's going to win today? Notre Dame? I don't even know who they're playing. Who's from Notre Dame playing? Clemson? 4 o'clock game today. Notre Dame is playing somebody, and Alabama's playing somebody later. It's Alabama. Is it Alabama and Clemson and Notre Dame and somebody else? I know I can't get it right, but Notre Dame's at 4 o'clock.
Well, we're gonna
Everybody
wish
the best,
Alabama
luck.
because that's
No,
yes.
we don't want Alabama winning again.
Yes,
No, Alabama.
it's
They win
John.
too
Yes, for
No,
Pete.
no,
It's
no.
time out for John.
much. It's time for Notre Dame to take home the big trophy.
Please. All right, let's
All
wrap
right.
this
And,
up.
Oh, we want to thank, lastly, the folks at Hoosiers in Paradise last
Yes.
week for having us over on Sunday.
That was
a
fun.
lot of fun.
Yep.
A lot of great people there.
And come on
So,
down to do the plunge. Dress up.
That's January 1st.
January
Yeah.
1st.
Where did they say they're having that?
It's down at the Outrigger Beach
Outrigger.
Resort.
Very nice.
South end of the beach, parking at Charlie's Boathouse.
Awesome. All right, everybody. That was a fun show. We appreciate you all tuning in. We were over only by 30 seconds. And we will see you
You
on
can stretch it
Friday.
out, though.
We'll talk to you on Friday and Saturday. You all have a happy new year. And come on down to Peach Time Out. Bye-bye.
Bye.